Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everyone is well today. I don't know what date it is, so I think it's the 6th, is it? Oh, Friday the 7th of May. This year is flying so far. I don't know where it's going. I don't look actually very professional either today because I hadn't planned on going live. I haven't been live in a while. Hi, Mama Bear. How are you? And but something has risen. Annoyance bar just a little bit too high today. I don't know where to start, to be honest. First of all, the title is what not to do when you're live streaming and doing tarot cards, angel cards, divination tools of any sort when you're in a humour. Okay, I'll start as a start, okay? Tarot cards were originated by the Babylonians, and then they're used by Bohemian Grove type people, and it's all going to connect you to dark sources if you do it in the wrong way. And you don't want to bring that back on yourself at all. The rule of thumb is what you give out, you get back threefold. And that is something that all readers of any sort will explain to you and show you. You do not do that. It's completely against the grain. You get back threefold. So you don't want to give it out. Point blank, period. I have it in my heart because I do not disrespect spirit. I do not disrespect angels. I do not disrespect anything of any nature got to do with that because of that rule of law. And everybody else should take the same sort of stance on that if they knew what they were doing, of course, which they're not doing what they're doing. They don't have a clue. And just because the box says angel cards doesn't mean it's all going to be high fancy and I'm not going to curse. Highfalutin and fanciful and lovely. If you use angel cards, just like tarot cards, with a bad humor and a bad mood to inflict hurt on someone else, it doesn't matter if it's angels, it doesn't matter if it's mermaid cards or unicorn cards, you will get the dark forces back. And if people knew what they were doing, they wouldn't want that on themselves. There's a few out there. Now, I'll be honest, there's a few out there. There's a couple that I actually enjoy that they're not taking the pee out of the job, but they're funny and they deliver in a funny way. So, they're fine. They're grand. Because angels and mermaids and everything else like that, they actually enjoy fun, and so do the fairies. They enjoy a bit of fun and a bit of messing and joking. So even God himself loves that, so that's okay. But when you use it in the opposite manner, and especially the written word, and that doesn't have to be with pen, it can be written and typed onto your post, bad intentions, you will get that back, those bad intentions. So I don't really want to go into the whole history of the Babylonians and Anton LaVey and all of those guys, because that's really not for this video, really. But I do encourage people, before you pick up or even go into a spiritual shop, to have a look around, to try and learn a little bit about the past history, because it's lethal. It can be. Not lethal in a dead sense, but lethal in a, you don't want to mess around with these things. I have been personally Love you too, Dr. B and Mama Bear and everyone. Where was I? Oh yeah, myself. I have been researching everything got to do with the elites, that word, what they get up to, what they do since I was only a child. And before that, I would have used playing cards as my tarot cards. So, like, when I say as a child, I mean like 11, 12. I would have been trying to find books in libraries about these things. I've always had an interest, not to join them, but just to read about them and know about their history and who's involved where at any given time. It's a long, drawn stream, and I don't have the time for that today. Ain't got nobody got time for that. So my cards, I have been using tarot cards then after when I started getting some pocket money and stuff like that. I would have bought my first tarot cards, and then I would have got into I do personally for people and online for people whenever they want a reading. They just contact me. I talk to spirit as well, so I am open and connected to spirit and everything else. That's why I have complete faith in what I'm saying right now and knowledge in what I'm saying right now. And I was shocked this morning that somebody would be so silly to do this. Anyway, onto my angel cards. I started then around 20 years of age, maybe, by becoming, hi Kai Thank you, how are you? By becoming an avid reader of Doreen Virtue, who she has changed her story, but I still believe that she just lost her way a bit. Because if she read back over her books, she was always being connected to Jesus and God and Catholicism and reading the angels. So I don't know why she changed her angel view. Sorry, I have to have a drink. That's how annoyed I am. And yeah, I would have been an avid reader of Doreen Virtue books, and then I had started buying her angel cards to do readings, because some people just the tarot tells it as it is. You know, if you want straight and honest answers, it tells you as it is, and it can be hurtful. Some people that I've done readings for have left, you know, quite shocked and hurt. So that's why I do angel readings more often, because angels will lead you gently into the transition of what's going to happen in your life. And they will guide you through that. They'll tell you what's going to happen and how you're to overcome that, or just to take care of yourself over that period of time. So I have quite a few different types of cards. I have recently, well, not recently, for my birthday last year, I got Akashic records. They're the records that are ones that you sign in heaven in front of angels, gods, and Peter, whoever, to make a promise to learn certain things when you're here on earth. Some people have gone through earth just their first, second, third time. I've been here that many times, I don't even know what heaven looks like anymore. I'm just not a good learner. I know I'm only joking, but yeah, I am an old soul here. I'm so annoyed. So not annoyed as in I want to go all crazy, but annoyed as in, Jesus, don't mess with things you don't know anything about. That's it. And it's not looking good. It's not going to be good thing to do. I don't even want to watch it play out, to be honest. Anyway, that was very short, actually, but my heart is hopping. So, girls in the chat, have you anything to ask me that I could explain a bit better, or what needs to be said? I'll wait patiently. I'll take another drink. Or should I just do a reading here while I'm here, just for the weekend, for people on a whole? Just so they might have an idea of what they're going to do and what kind of weather it's going to be or something. I don't know. Oh, I think I'm calming down a bit now, though. I'm not as stressed as I was. I needed to get that said, just so as people will be more cautious in future. No, they don't. What happens with me, and you'll all know that, what happens to me is somebody says to me, can you tell me something? And straight away the spirits come in first. They won't let me sleep, as you know, until I get that message out. They won't let me rest. They won't give me a break. Even I had a man one night sitting beside the bed, and I wasn't going to be able to contact this woman for a few days. And I was like, you have to go back. I can't. I need sleep. And he stayed at the side of the bed all night long. But then I realised that I could contact a relative of mine, and she could give the message to this lady. And when he realised that, then off he went with himself. And no, angels will connect with me first. Spirits don't connect to the cards until I take them out and focus on the person that I'm reading for. Now, I have had weird accounts with no picture and a fake name, and I've had things like people trying to keep their identity hid from me. I don't know why. It's not as if I want to know who they are or what they are, really. It's their messages. But as soon as I focus in on who the person is behind the profile or the text, I'll shuffle. And you've all seen the cards will come out on their own. Now, I didn't look at the cards being drawn on a particular channel. So I don't know if they came out on their own or they were taken out. But for me and any real reader, when they shuffle the cards that are meant to be read, the angels will pull them out of the deck, literally. So it's when they're called upon, really. And because I keep them in the dark, so as no bad energy goes near them. Even when people come to my home, they can touch the tarot, but I do not let them touch my angel cards because they have my vibrations on them as well. Over the years of reading from them, they have attached themselves to me, and they will attach themselves to the reader, not the person that's going to be shuffling them. So I shuffle them myself, and they fall out for me. But yeah, they attach themselves when they're taken out of the drawer and the box and satin that I keep them wrapped up in, because you don't mess with these things. You treat them like they are respected and loved, and that's what you have to do. Thank you, Dr. B. Yeah, I am quite spot on a lot of the time, even though sometimes I think it's like, what the hell are you telling me? Or I've often had times like, I can't say that out straight. I'm not saying those words. But yeah, when I do say the words, they are the right words. Anything else? This is actually good, getting questions, because I never asked for questions before. And it wouldn't make a bad problem to get me hours up. I'm a disaster on YouTube. I really am. Caffeine Q, have you any questions? Yeah, they won't. They literally won't. And I could be lying in the bed and it's constant in my ear. Constant. You have to say this, you have to say this, you have to say this, you have to say this. And the more I say, just let me sleep and I'll do it in the morning, they don't care. Because there's a reason that they don't. And it's not that they don't care. It's the fact that there's no time limit in spirit world. There's no time restraints. So to then saying to them, I'll do it in the morning, it makes no sense to them. It's like, all right, it's morning now, it's morning now. It's a bit like, do you know Stewie Griffin in that mom, Lois, mom. Yeah, it's literally like that in my ear and in my head until I send the message. All right, okay. Are you resting the wrong leg? I think you're resting the wrong leg. Actually, it's not even your fault that you're resting the wrong leg. It's the position that the couch is in. Because you're facing the telly and the wrong leg is up on the couch and the other one is bent. And will you tell this isn't copy one? It's at the right end of the couch. Any other messages for you? They're not telling me to change your clothes anyway. Yeah, rest both legs. Try the two of them up on the chair. At least you're taking the annoyance out of me now. That's brilliant. Hi, Jen Lou. I don't know what that means in your country, but I know what that means in my country, and I hope they're not either. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh. Anyone for Dr. B? Who flapped their headscarf to tell you to go away? There's someone flapping their headscarf, so there is somebody flapping something. Yes. Yes, Jen Lou, that's exactly what that means, yeah. Oh my god. We'll be done for the same problem we had a couple of years ago. Jen, your mum just flew in, but she flew out as quick. No, I think all good in the hood with you at the moment. She's just like, hi, and gone. Oh, did she really? You see, that's the sort of stuff I love. Really random stuff that comes to me that I can't explain, but the other person knows exactly what I'm saying. But it's like, who done this to you to tell you to go away? Like, that to me means nothing, but I could see a woman do that. Me no speak Anglais. Yeah. I come up with that issue as well every so often. Mama bear, no, they're not. She is the one who took me to the haircut. I think that's the hairdressers, and I never gave. And I know, yeah, okay, I wouldn't forgive her either. But you've beautiful hair now, so don't worry about it. Mama bear. Keep an eye on the dog. Yeah, keep an eye on your dog. It's not going to be a big problem, but I think he's going to be a little sick. Probably from eating grass. You know what they're like. Have you still got snow over there? That's it. Yeah, there's just the dog. It's going to be a little bit ill, but not badly ill. Just like not needing a vet ill. I think it's more trying to tell you to keep him outside than have him be sick in the house. That's it. They do. What can you do with dogs? They eat the strangest of things. Poor Stella. Oh, I'm glad now that annoyance has gone out of my head. Really? Butterflies are a good sign. Especially, are they called admirals? They're the red ones, red and a rusty colour. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I couldn't believe we had snow last week. But then again, like here 2 days ago, we had the worst hailstone storm ever. It was the weirdest thing out of nowhere. Like I haven't seen hailstones in yonks, and these were like golf balls. It was crazy. Do I actually would love you to give me a reading on those unicorn cards. They really are beautiful, aren't they? The purple butterflies, though, they're put on. Well, I don't know if they're done um, over there, but purple butterfly is put on the rooms where babies have gone to heaven, and the mummies and daddies are spending their last days with the baby. A little purple butterfly is put outside the door so as they're not disturbed and not annoyed in the hospital. In the hospital. Too tattooed on you. Maybe it was one of them that bit you. The big butterfly. Yeah. I don't have a butterfly tattooed on me, but yeah, they are very pretty when they are put on. I like the 2D or 3D ones with the little shadow underneath them. They're really pretty. That's okay. I'll agree to that. Yeah, just take out a few cards for me, and I'll read them with you and see what we come up with. I was actually meaning to buy those for myself. I don't have any unicorn cards or mermaid cards, and yet I'm such a mermaid person. Like it's crazy. I don't know why I don't have the mermaid cards. Um, I didn't do a reading for the weekend, but I do wish people would go out and spend some quality time out in the fresh air and taking in fresh air instead of mask air. It's getting beyond a joke, really. Sometimes, you know, you'll see people in the car on their own with the bloody mask on. It's like, oh, come on. Not that I'm not saying don't wear it, because people will jump on me head. You can't say that. I'm not saying don't wear them, but like in the sea, in the car on your own, in the house. That's because of fun in the buttonocks. Oh my god. That's for stalking people that you don't stalk at all. Oh, he loved that. How did he catch butterflies this time? I'm glad I'm off the hook with the bloody leprechauns, but is he going to make a butterfly catcher? Actually, he'd love that. The butterfly nets and running after butterflies. Yeah, back to the weekend. Don't know what the weather's going to be like here. It's not too bad of a day at the moment. Yeah, he'd love that. And net, yeah. Because I could just imagine him running around like a mad thing. So yeah, the weather. It's not too bad today. A bit cold, but at least not raining or anything. So I hope that stays like that for the weekend. I have to learn how to pull up tabs and stuff. I don't have 11 billion, but I do have like maybe 10 billion, maybe, tabs open at the moment. And I wouldn't mind, but I haven't been in here in about 3 weeks. Because of the person that sits in that. Can you see it? There's a leather chair there with a cushion on it. And somebody sometimes comes in and sits there watching me since I invited her in, of course. And yeah, she's not there today, but she usually has her the leather leggings on her and her legs crossed with those black high heels. Yeah, that's where she goes. Sits behind me and watches over my shoulder. Of course, girls will know. Anybody that's on Facebook won't know who I'm talking about, but the girls will know who I'm talking about. And at a drop of a hat, you can have me bawling, crying. And I'm just in here putting on makeup, because this is actually a makeup room that I do readings in as well. But it's actually a makeup room. It's all over there is all my makeup, and all over there is all my makeup. Oh, my nose is going cold. I'm trying to think what else I have to say. Maybe I should have made a plan instead of coming on all hot and bothered and heart palpitating like a mad thing. Yeah. But I couldn't make a plan, because if I sat down to make a plan, I would have been going after weird ones. There was somebody else I wanted to know. You see, free will does me head in. Because there's so many people I want to know about, but because I don't have free will from them to look into, I can't. That's my problem too. You've seen that this week. And also, I have a notebook to write into my notebook about the notebook. And in case I forget, I have another notebook. And that's just in my drawer here. I think that's just in one drawer. Oh, wait now. No, I have another little baby notebook for my handbag when I run out with that. Wait, now here's the best one. Is it? Oh no, they're clips. A fishy notebook. This is still the same drawer. A notebook for quickie notes. Yeah, that's one drawer in one room. My son-in-law says to me when he goes shopping, "I'm not getting a notebook." Yeah, 11 billion. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Yeah, I suppose it needed to be done. I'll finish with the projects things first. Like, I do get stuck on the YouTube streets, as Jen calls them, and I could come in here, especially with the laptop because it's too easy, and I could come in here and I could type in to psych ward and go on to watch the latest video if I have been asleep, and within 2 minutes I'm gone off looking up somebody that is a weird MO F actually, and I'm gone. I'm completely gone until I find out all their history, who they belong to, where they congregate of a Sunday morning. You know, I have very squirrel head. And yeah, the angel readings, I suppose that needed to be said because of all the people that are doing them online. And as I said, there's a few people that, like, I'll turn them on and, you know, I'll have the lols and, you know, especially facial expressions are done is just hilarious. So I don't mind them. It's just when people take the pee out of something they don't know can cause so much harm to themselves. It's themselves. It's not even to the other person. And that's what, you know, that's this morning was like, what are you doing? You're giving yourself these threats, not anybody else, because you're the one that's you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing and don't know what you're doing. And I know she'll probably come after me, and you know what? Couldn't give. Sorry. Piece of ice. That's my camera. I'm nearly choking a piece of ice. Your first one ever. Net. Oh, your notebook the other day, yeah. The one that you didn't write in to put your dinner on. I do the same. Yeah, I didn't have it on my notebook. Go figure. Sorry, make your own. And while you're at it, put on double for me as well. Oh, Caffeine, you have to get a notebook. What do you like? I take it you're not in a certain man's study group, so take out your notebooks. I'm going to the big boy channel. He was funny last night too. He hadn't a clue what channel he was on. It was like he has 11 billion, Jen Lou, 11 billion channels, and he was like, "Am I on the red?" Oh my god, it was so funny. And he was trying to find out on his own phone whether he was on the red channel for the payers only, the members only, or if he was on the blue channel, because he didn't know what he was able to talk about because of what could be said to him. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was so funny. And it was a good 5-10 minutes at the start of the live. And he was on the red, but I think everybody was starting to just have a laugh with him. And they were like, "No, you're blue, you're blue." He hadn't a clue where the fuck he was. It was so hilarious. Oh, like sometimes he can be such a funny man. Oh, and go on and get these injections. Oh my god. Oh, he's so funny. Jen, you have the best sayings ever. You really do. I don't know where you pull them out of. They are brilliant. And they're so quick. Oh my God. I thought my daughters were fast, but you are really quick. Oh Lord. Oh, my neck. Cricking and cracking. At least I know I'm relaxing now if I'm cricking and cracking. Yeah, my Christmas tree is still up. And my love sign from Valentine's Day. And my champagne glass from Christmas with lights in it. I like them. People say if I ever did them down because I've nothing else to put there, and it's like I like them. Why would I not put nice lights on at night time when I'm in here meditating or something? Which I should do tonight, maybe. Caffeine. I don't know what you're attracted. That was very fast, but like that's called an autobiography, chicken. That's an autobiography, and you'll be dead. So do you mind them being written, read, or? That's the thing about it. True apostle. If you're going to ask Michelle, that's the thing about writing stuff down. And I could write in one notebook tonight, and I might write in a different notebook tomorrow night. Most of the time, I try to keep it to the one until it's finished. Sorry, my ears are being blocked. I don't know why. It's very comforting to write a notebook, especially about things that you don't want to disturb your family with or any of your loved ones or friends. You know, you just want, it's like a quiet counselor, a quiet one-on-one with your bestie, without their input being put in there to make you even more crazy. So your notebook is to your, the way you should see it is like your notebook is to yourself in 5 years' time, or your notebook to yourself next year. Write down your goals, what you want to do, what's happening in your life, your problems, your issues, your biological, psychological, sociological, and your spiritual, your 4 paradigms for health. Write all those things down, what you've managed to do, what you're accomplishing. Try and fill it with high vibration stuff, high vibrational stuff that'll give you more motivation to come back to the notebook the next night or in 6 months' time and see where you've come from the start through to now. Because if you put all dark stuff there, you're just going to depress yourself every day. So try and put in the go-to number here is 5 positive actions or things that you're grateful in that day. So if you're able to write down 5 positives, you're not doing too bad. And it could be anything too. What would my 5 positives be today? First of all, I woke up and I was able to come from one room to another. That's a big thing for me some days. I got dressed. I came on live, chatting to you girls face to words, face to numbers, face to words. Yeah, it is really good. Play therapy is great for kids. You'll find out and learn so much from them. Yeah, that's a big thing. You have to actually know how to name your emotions as well. That was brought up, that was taught to us by our parents and other family members. not to have these negative emotions. So we weren't actually able to name them as adults. So we confused them with other things, like shame could be fear. I can't think of any other things that can double as. Anger is a big one. Anger could be hurt. Because a lot of the time when you think you're angry, you're not actually angry. You're hurt. You're emotional. You feel pain, and it looks and sounds like anger, but it's not anger. It's a different emotion you're feeling altogether. The kids. Art therapy as well for adults in psychiatry is very good. Because your mind is attaching to your hand, it's a different artistic part of the brain that's going to be put to paper and or to canvas. And that's why you'll see people, the famous artists, it's like, what the hell were you thinking? What were you looking at? Picasso especially. But that's how he saw himself. And right now I'll have to go up. You're flying it now, lads. Your book would be a comedy. Oh my God, that'd be a great laugh. Especially if it was a rom-com comedy laugh book. Oh, I'd love it. Right down my street, killing myself laughing in the bed. Do caffeine. It really, you'll find it very all right, Josh. I'm on live. Oh God, it's after flying down on me again. Does he use it? The feeling chart. Oh God. Don't know what that now. Yeah. It could, I suppose for me it could be fear as well. But then, do you know what? Sometimes I'm in deep thought and I must have a hard, ugly face on me because I'm in deep thought and the kids are all, are you all right? Are you okay? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm thinking about, like, do I need to go to the toilet now or will I wait till later? So, and they think I'm absolutely angry. Probably angry at my kidneys, I don't know. Yeah, but you know what? If you tear up paper, then you have to go and clean it. So you've just damaged yourself more and made yourself more annoyed at yourself. Yeah. That sounds like ADHD. My daughter's like that as well. She loves Christmas Day. She loves Christmas Day just for that reason. The open fire is on and she has all the boxes from Santa and she has all the paper from the wrapping paper and she'd be there all Christmas Day and sometimes into St. Stephen's Day. That's Boxing Day, the 26th. I don't know if you have St. Stephen's Day. Tearing up paper and just throwing it on top of the fire. So I wonder I haven't had a chimney fire yet, touch wood, on Christmas Day like I did once. Right. My eldest lad, as you all know, has Asperger's. And the youngest lad as well. But this is a story about the oldest lad. He was about 4 yeah, about 4 or 5. I don't think Nadine was born. And I just lit the fire in the sitting room, and lovely coal fire. And I was just cleaning up around, and I said to my son, "Will you throw them in?" Being an Irish mammy, I meant, will you put them in the press where the cleaning stuff goes? But no, the son decides to throw them in the fire. A full 64 box of, well, apart from the 2 that was taken out of it, so 62 box full of fire lighters on top of coal. Well, it went whoosh up the chimney. I couldn't say anything to him. I couldn't even fight with him because it was I should have known to use the correct terminology with him. Would you please put them into the press under the sink? No, I said throw them in. So he literally took it literal and threw them in. Set the house on fire nearly. But the chimney did go on fire. It's an awful job. I was only after painting the sitting room, I think. I don't know where I got that from. Oh, maybe. No, I don't know where I got that story from. I never do know. Oh, God, I won't go down. Oh, throwing up the paper. That's where I got that from. Or tearing up the paper. Yeah. Meditation is the only way to get rid of all those emotions. Just meditate them out with you. But then you're so busy. Like, how long would you meditate for when you do? 10 minutes is nearly enough sometimes. Jen, that happened when my sister passed away. No, when my mother passed away. It was that particular sister that came out onto the road, and she said to me, I was bawling, and she said to me, "Don't cry. Mammy wouldn't want to see you cry." So I find it very hard to shed tears since. I often wondered how I block tear duct. That's how hard, like, I just can't shed tears. I can feel the crying inside, but I can't really tear up very often. What does that mean with your man looking at the little tiny piece of paper? Is that you? That's how many F's I give today. No problem, Michelle. Talk to you later. Christianity. I'm glad you have found a religion that works for you, Caffeine. Very, very glad. I haven't fully found a religion per se. I have, what do you call it? I have my spirituality, all right. But as far as a religion, to connect that spirituality, I've been around trying to learn about them all. I used to go to a Buddhist room in Athlone for a while. You just sat around in a circle, and the teacher would sit at the top of the circle and bring us through a guided meditation. That's as far as I got with that. I don't know. It's because I know so much corruption and hurt and thieving of normal people that have very little that these religions do. I can't have a middleman, if that makes sense. I'd rather just have myself straight to source and spirituality without having to give somebody that's just talking on a pulpit money, if that makes sense. I just can't do that for my own personal thing. That's what you have to do. Now, that's what I was trying to explain. It's from me straight to source, me straight to Jesus, me straight to the angels, me straight to all of the heavenly realm. I can't do priests or other paid officials to tell me what God wants me to do. I don't need them to tell me. I know what to do. That's why that annoyed me this morning. It's if you knew what to do, you wouldn't do that. You know, there's so much mindfulness stuff as well that I probably should be talking about, but I'm not. I don't know why. I have no confidence in myself on YouTube. I really don't know why. Because one-to-one with people, I can actually tell them and help them. But when it comes to YouTube, I feel there's so much charlatans out there that why would they listen to me? That's exactly how I feel with YouTube. Like there's so much, I can't say a different word, so much fuckery out there that I can't understand why people would listen to me, even though from me the truth would be coming. Because I only speak in truth when it comes to these things. Well, I'm the worst liar in the world, actually, so I only speak truth in everything. And as in the worst liar is I can't even. That's like another half lie. What would I make up? That's how bad a liar I am. I can't even make up what I would lie about. I can't tell a lie about a lie. That hasn't happened even. So that's why I don't have a lot of faith in myself at YouTube. But there are some mindfulness. My ears. I'm sorry, they're humming. I don't even know why they're blocking. They usually block like that when I'm getting messages, but I'm not getting any messages unless what I'm saying is messages. I don't know anymore today. I don't know. But yeah, there's that many mindfulness techniques that I could teach and show people if I knew that's what they wanted as well. Now, there is one that I do love myself, caffeine, and it is to pick a flower. An ordinary everyday flower, a daisy, a daffodil, any flower. It doesn't have to be a fancy orchid or anything, just any flower, or a leaf off a tree. Now, you look at it, first of all, and it's a leaf off a tree. Yeah, it's just a leaf, like all the other leaves on that tree. Well, it's not at all. So being mindful of that tree and that leaf that you're holding off that tree in your hand, or the flower that you're holding in your hand, take a deep look at it. Be mindful in your looking at it. I have to take the glass off to do this. Be mindful of looking at that leaf, of the shape of it, the different colours that's in it. There will be different greens. There'll be maybe a yellow. Maybe if it's coming into autumn, there'll be a little bit of rust and brown. It'll have a particular shape that won't have the shape of the other trees, the other leaves of the tree. Feel the texture of it. Have a good feel of the texture of it. Smell it. Use all your senses to be mindful in those few minutes with this leaf or this flower. Then turn it over. Look at the back of it, and there'll be veins, just like the veins in the human system. And this is bringing life to the leaf from the tree, from the earth. And it does exactly for the same for us. The earth brings life through our bodies and through our veins. Then look at the stem. Might be different colours on the stem and a different shape, and it'll have a different touch and feel as well. So will the flowers. Flowers I find better because there's so many petals, and each petal individually will be different than the first one. And think of that in millions and millions and millions of that same flower all over the world are all different. So there's a mindfulness exercise for you. I love tulips. My sister used to love tulips. My sister that passed, and she died around tulip season, which is weird. And I have a tattoo on my ankle. We used to sit out in the garden out the front before Dad would destroy it by cutting the grass, and we'd make daisy chains, daisy crowns, daisy chains, and everything. And on my ankle, I have a daisy chain, and it's got 5 daisies for the 5 kids, but it's got 1 petal just on its own, and that's for a baby that I lost between Andrea and Nadine. I lost her early in pregnancy, so yeah. I'd lift my leg now because this is actually aggressive on me, but yeah, no, not appropriate. But it's very pretty around my ankle. You're very welcome. I hope you use it because it is actually really good, and it brings you back to your 5 minutes. You're actually, while you're doing that, you're actually meditating and you're actually focusing on your breathing, but you don't know you are. So that's why it's a really good exercise, that one. Another one is stones. If you pick up a stone or a rock or something, check it for different colors. There'll always be different types of grays, whites, blacks, different colors in rocks that you wouldn't, you see it and it's grey, it's on the ground, but no, there's different shapes, textures, colors in each stone, in each rock. It's really weird, really good exercise to do for meditating, keeping your mind on your breath. And but I'm getting confused now. Meditation is only concentrating on your breath anyway, and whether you want to have a visual focus like a candle that you can focus on, or musical focus that you can listen to, and sometimes they can be guided meditations too, but all meditation is counting your breaths. 4 in through the nose, 4 out through the mouth. You can make a box shape, so 4 in, 4 out, 4 in, 4 out, and that's all meditating is. It's just grounding yourself, breathing, and relaxing the mind. So now, God, I'm on nearly an hour. I didn't really think that at all. That flew. And thanks, girls, for coming on and giving me some support and getting me out of my funk that I was in at the start. Love you all. And I shall talk to you in chat soon. I don't know if people are actually going to watch this or if I'm going to get backlash for it or what, but I really, I just needed to get all those emotions off my chest because I have no confidence, Caffeine. I really don't. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It's just there's so many doing it wrong. So many doing it wrong. Not to help others, but Mr. Krabs dollar signs come up at their eyeballs, and it's just wrong. If you're there to help people or to talk about cases to bring people to more awareness of what's going on in the world, of what to look for in cases, so as you don't find yourself in the same position. No, it's not like that anymore. It's just dollar signs. hate, retaliation. It's not why I wanted to get more into true crime stories, which I do still feel our group is so original for that. We still have that, backlash, lots of backlash. We still have that integrity when it comes to the crimes. We do have our roasts, and in deep realness and in truth, those roasts are so well deserved. Oh my God, they're so well deserved. Jodie, what are you like? Oh my God, you're some woman for one woman. Oh my God, you're so funny. But yeah, those roasts are deserving of being made fun of. They really are. But when it comes to the cases and the people that are being done wrong to and research, our group really is really, really respectful of that. And other groups aren't. You want to choke? Or nice again? Yeah. Go on. Now, yeah, opening themselves up to evil spirits, indeed. Absolutely. But these people, as I said 100 times so far, these people don't know what they're doing. They don't really realize that they've opened themselves up to evil. They think these are just cards, but they're not. They were thought up by Luciferians. I need not say more. You know, I had to delete a whole load of screenshots, and I can't believe I actually went and bought a SIM card to get more screenshots, and I was like, what am I at? Delete the bloody things. I don't need them anymore. And then I actually needed one the other night that I had deleted. So I don't know whether to delete them or not anymore. But I did have a saved document from the first ever tarot cards that were made by Aleister Crowley. So if you're going to be messing about with things that are made by Babylonians, Aleister Crowley, Anton LaVey, other devil worshippers, SRA, I don't even know what you'd call them. I really don't know what you'd call them. SRA people are just, if you're going to mess around with things and bring a dark energy to these things that are already possibly a dark energy on them already, you don't do that. And then there's sometimes I come on and I'm like, I'll go on YouTube. This is another thing I have. And I know it's a different genre. That's what I have to get around in my head. It's a different genre that I'm doing, right? But I go on YouTube and you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, all these channels on at the same time. And they all have that lovely little red live on it. And I'm like, I can't go on now. Sure, nobody would listen to me now. But I'm not dealing with that thing. I have my own thing. So I don't know why I won't go live. And that's for the last few times I've actually just uploaded stuff, because it's like, well, if I upload it, then they can listen to it whenever. I haven't gone live on Facebook in months either, which I know they're all missing me over there, because I get texts, I get messenger messages the whole time. When are you coming back? I missed the laughs and the bands. So I do have to go back to that as well. Yeah, opening them up to evil. They really don't know. They really don't know. My glasses are crooked and I don't know why. I had them in the drawer, maybe that's why. So my conclusion and my ending thoughts are, be mindful of what you're doing. Try and, oh God, that night as well, that was so funny. And one person went to the spirit box and the other person was still at home, and he had relics and everything in his mug of what you call it, tea, herbal tea, crosses and relics and everything. Oh my God, that was hilarious. So funny. He is so funny. But yeah, the other people that are doing these things. Now I haven't watched a few. I've called out a few, and but I haven't watched a few yet. So I don't know whether they're real or not. And but these are all new people on YouTube, and they just went out and got themselves, probably from Amazon, a tarot deck and think they can do it. No. No. Each card as well. This is another thing, right? They could pull out any card, like, look, wrong drawer. So these cards are healing with the angels, right? So you shuffle them. I'll show you. It'll show you now. There you go. 3, 4, I think, actually. Yeah, 4. But that says signs. But what a person who will see that, they'll see an angel blowing dust or fairy dust or dream sand or something, right? They'll see that. But what I'll see in that card is completely different than what is on the card, if that makes sense. I see the northern star over her head. I see the other stars within the dust. So her stars, she needs to keep an eye on her star signs for the future, for the next few days, because they are giving her a message, especially at night time through her dreams with the dream sand. So what I see and what someone else might see are two different things. That signs could be, look out for your signs, you might find them. No, 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 that's not what you do at all. Oh God. Oh, thank you, Caffeine. Thank you. I actually have a name of a woman who does a spirit box, and she's actually really good. And you don't hear all that. That's how you know she's good. You don't hear all that electricity and all that trying to get in and out and in and out of frequencies with the spirits. There's very little frequency. The words just come out, and I'll actually put it into chat. Wait now, hold on. I can put it in here, can't I? Oh. This could be wrong. Or she's quite a few done on the Watts case. But she puts on her spirit box. She connects it to the phone. She puts the phone microphone. Oh God, the phone speaker beside the speaker for the spirit box, and she goes about her day. She just leaves it there to do itself, and she'll be folding laundry, or she'll be putting on makeup, or she'll be doing whatever, and the messages come out loud and clear. Loud and clear. It's the first time I've seen it on YouTube. So that's the signs one. Retreat. Certain people might think that's retreat, as in, oh geez, me light, as in go back, right, from anything that's dangerous. go back, right? But it all depends on what cards are around it. What I see there for us for the weekend is there's trees, there's nature, there's a waterfall, rocks that I've told you to do. Is there flowers there? Hold on there. Oh, would you look? I'll have to close up. There's leaves, girls. Leaves, rocks, leaves, water, trees. Retreat is more like look after yourself for the weekend. Have a nice time. Be more mindful. That's what that one means for us girls. The leaves, the water, and the rocks. The trees with their orange, bronzy coloured leaves. So yeah, that buzzing in my ear was actually a message from Spirit to tell me, and the angels to tell me that what I was saying was right. So it's after coming out in the cards, so it was right. Study. Well, she'll be reading this back later herself, but there is more study coming for one of us. And her dreams are over the rainbow. Everything that she wants to come out from the angelic realms. These are your angel wings here, Michelle. Your study is about to come across, but you have to take it in your head to go and do it and be sorted. Your dreams lie at the end of your rainbow. And I think what I didn't say to you the other night was, I think the reason why you're not getting a house further is because you're stagnant, because the place that you're meant to do your Reiki to is within the town you're in or very close proximity to where you are right now. And that's why you've been there for so long. You have to finish that study. Dr. B, you asked me, was there anybody around you? And I said, yeah, with the scarf. But there's more people around you than you think. And you're actually, if I was you, I would try and do an ancestry oh Jesus, Maureen does it. Maureen from Yonder Times. She does the ancestry.co.uk. But yeah, if you could get one of those ancestries, I think you've got more what do you call it? More DNA and other former countries in your DNA than you think. For me, the Indian lady, the Native American, is actually very strong. The woman beside her, who looks to me like Russian royalty, with they look like butterflies from here, but I think they're dragonflies. I think those two ancestries. You did the DNA already, and you never said. Oh, well, all your other 12 Russian. Wow. Is that what I said? Russian royalty. Yeah, this little lady here. This is your American Native Indian. This is your Russian Queen. So yeah, your support is actually coming from people around the world as well that are alive. I don't know what I said. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. Right, okay, this is going to help me know, because when I said it, my head heard the song Ra Ra Rasputin, lover of the Russian Queen. That came into my head. So yes, it must have been Russian, I said. But we can play back and see. But all your ancestors from all your different countries that you're part DNA in, and the ones that are alive right now, do support you. I know. I'm going to just say, you love that song. Yeah, it's a good old song, isn't it? Sometimes our families we wouldn't pick. I said it to your sister the other day. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. So there's an awful lot of family around the world connected to you that aren't blood family. And I think you know that anyway already. So look, you have half the world, well, not half the world, but a good bit of the world following you, and mods for you and everything. So that's good. I can't believe that song came into my head. Although songs sometimes do come into my head, because I was doing a reading a few months ago, and before I came on live, this Irish country song was in my head, and it was playing like a good thing in my brain. And when I came on live straight away, and this girl, I'm friends with her for years on Facebook, and we do research we've done. We'll bounce it off each other to see if it's true or not. And she's Irish as well, but she's not on YouTube. Yeah, this was the first day she came into me, and she got me from the start. And she was like, I can't believe I got to start with live. And I said, this song is doing my head in. I can't even remember the song now, but it was in my head for a good 10 minutes before I started singing the song. And I said, it's not being sang, it's being whistled at me. There's no words, it's just whistling. And this man loved to dance. And she said, oh my God, Samantha, that's my father. And he loved whistling songs around the house while he was doing his work. I was floored. Sometimes I even confuse and get myself like, I just like, oh my God, how does that happen after nearly 40 years? I know I'm only 47. That sounds like I'm awful old. But over 40 years of reading cards and listening to spirits, it's weird. It's weird. Still weird to me. Yeah, do send your DNA. Don't cry. Don't cry. Not on me. You know what me and you are like? We start whinging together. No. Do we have to bow and curtsy to you now if you are Russian royalty? I might bow to you and curtsy, but I won't be able to get back up. You're going to have to order a crane and get me back up. Straighten out my back for me. Leaks of joy. It's crazy how us girls are so connected, isn't it? Crazy. But then again, over a year, how long are we 24/7 talking? Even Jer last night, what was it Jer said to Jennifer? Oh, I can't think. But he came in at the end of one of Jennifer's voicemails. And he said, tell her. Well, I crippled myself. I couldn't even send it for a few texts because it was like, oh my God, that was hilarious. And even the boys, when like, right, well, I look out this way a lot. A lot of people have actually asked me, is there spirits out there? No, there's no spirits out there. Sometimes when I do that, one of my boys, Josh or Dean or Jer, will say, do you want a drink? Are you okay? Do you need anything? And I'll say, no, I'm grand. And that's why I've started saying Josh now or Dean. So people know it's my children, not my spirits. Oh, yeah, zombie. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jer. Yeah, he said about you being a zombie. It was funny. Get out of here. Prince's son or daughter? I'll be getting myself the crane, so Your Highness. Actually, don't want to be related to any of the royalty. Especially the English royalty. So much to say about them too. Do you know what? I used to follow a YouTuber, and his stories every morning was, I'd wake up and I'd turn them on and I'd listen to what he had to say about islands and people that would have travelled on airplanes and boats and stuff. And I don't know what happened, right? I turned them on one morning and I was listening to them, and I turned around to Jar and I said, I read this last night. So somewhere along the line, I started getting the information before he was getting the information. And I'm like, he's making a fortune on this. I read this yesterday. What the hell? Off with the heads. Oh, the Queen of Hearts. That's another story I have. But anyway, that's for another day. The Queen of Hearts was Lady Diana's, what Lady Diana wanted to be. She knew she would, that was a quote from a documentary she did. She said, I know I'm never going to be the queen of this country. I just want to be the queen of people's hearts. And that's what she became. So off with the heads. Yeah, all right. So I won't be making any jam tarts around you anyway. Or robbing any. Certainly not robbing them. Although I did fancy a packet of jam tarts last night. I haven't eaten them in years either. That's terrible bad grammar. Eaten. So now, I think that's me done for now, unless I have a rant later on. Possibly will have. So thanks, girls, for joining me and listening to me talk all this stuff. And I look forward to seeing that DNA sample thing. I really like confirmation like that of that I'm doing the right thing. It's really good. And I am feeling better. I needed to laugh. I needed to joke with you girls. Really, that I was at high dough, over high dough, to be honest. So I shall talk to you in chat in a few moments, and anybody else that wants to watch or is watching on Facebook, thanks for joining or listening or watching later on tonight, whatever you do. And I hope, and if the girls here get me talk me into doing this more often, I probably will, although I'll probably have to get mods if I start going after people that are annoying me. So thanks everybody, and I shall talk to you soon. Talk to you girls in chat in a moment. Love everybody, and I hope you have the rest of the evening here and the rest of the day in the UK, in the USA. I hope you all have a lovely time and enjoy the weather, enjoy yourselves, and enjoy your family. Bye.